All right, guys. Hey, Grandpa's Cabin Life. We are up here. So this is our earthquake string mower. Uh, Again, we got this to deal with all of that over there, with the exception of the wildflowers. So you can kind of see the area where we have the wildflowers, but then behind it are all weeds. And then even this section got infiltrated despite my best effort to clear it. So I have used the bottle of bleach that you're seeing there. That actually is going to go into, I don't know if you can see the well pump head. Zoom in a little bit. So yeah, so it goes there. There is a little screw off plug. And usually a couple times during the season, I put at the beginning of the year when we open the cabin back up, I put 2 gallons down into the well. And then usually over the course of the season, I'll throw one in mid-season and then one in when we are closing up the house. It actually helps, obviously, keep the water clean. Also cuts down on some of the sulfur smell. So yeah, that's a big thing if you have your own well. Talk to your the well installer first before you do it, but that's what my guy recommended. He said put it in so that it at least is allowed to kind of sit overnight. And dwell, so try not to run the water once you add the bleach. So yeah, the plan is we're going to cut back all those weeds. You can see that is the frame for the outfitter tent that I had been using before the shed came here and then before the actual cabin. So we're going to cut all that back, and that will next year be seeded for wildflowers. Back over here to our earthquake. So you can see the cutting strings. This is going to have a lot more oomph than your standard even gas weed whacker. Now, what I've already found is that orange cap there is where the oil goes. These things come completely dry. There's no oil in them, so you have to add the oil. They give you a 14 fluid ounce bottle. However, they place that cap so it is particularly, even with a funnel, somewhat challenging to get to. And nowhere in the instructions does it say how much oil to add. So when I Googled it, it said it should take about 16 fluid ounces. So of course the manufacturer provides you with 14 fluid ounces. So yeah, it's super helpful. So going to add some gas. Again, 87 is the lowest, no more than 10% ethanol, because they tell you that will completely gum up the carburetor and make it not work. So let me get some fuel in this. Let me get it started up, let it run, and then we'll do some video, and we'll see how the doggone thing actually works. And we'll see how much time I have, because it is a typical hot, humid August afternoon, and the thunderstorms are in the vicinity. So let's see what we can get done before Mother Nature dampens the rest of our afternoon. All right, Grandpa's Cabin Life. Hope you guys are having an awesome time doing whatever it is you're doing. If you're at work, I'm sorry. Hopefully you have a great weekend. All right, I will be back. Grandpa's Cabin Life. All right, there we go. You can hear it. It works. Let's go give it a try. I've already heard the first rumbles of thunder. Let's see what we can get done. Oh, by the way, I'll pan this way. So, sorry about that. So yes, I am wearing fishing waders because I am going to be threading my way through that crap over there. I have no desire to get Lyme or alpha-gal or any other tick-borne illness. Plus, I don't want to get covered in weeds. So, you know, waders for fishing are for more than just fishing. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, so you can see it just cut through that crap like butter. So you're asking yourself, well, Mark, why are you standing all the way back there and not addressing the rest of the weeds? Well, because right in that little finger that goes further back happened to be a yellow jacket nest. So had to beat a quick retreat. Didn't get stung. So now I got to go address that before I can carry back on with the project. But this thing, I got to say, is freaking amazing. With the weed whacker, it would have taken me 3 times as long just to cut out that little spot. So yeah, let me address the yellow jackets and we'll get back to work if we don't get rained on first. All right, guys, Grandpa's Cabin Life. Always exciting. Never know what's going to happen. So yeah, yellow jackets, my favorite. Grandpa's Cabin Life. So I ordered replacement strings with this, just in case. And the thing that I thought was really kind of odd, they said that you have to store the replacement strings in water because it makes them more flexible and makes it easier to replace the strings. So it said that in the instructions for the earthquake string mower, and it also, when I got the container replacement strings, that actually had a small sponge at the bottom of the container. And it said, if you receive the product and the sponge is dried out, add water. So that's kind of interesting. I now have to go change the string, so I'm glad I got replacements. I think I actually pretty much exterminated the yellow jacket nest. It's over there somewhere. I did hit it with hornet and wasp spray, but there's not a lot of activity. So I don't know. I'm not going to go back over there. No, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So let me change the strings out, and then I'm going to get back to clearing this. And again, I got to go, or I want to go. Oh, yeah, it's this way. So let's do this. So back where the frame is behind me, I want to clear all that out. And then I really want to clear all that crap out that is behind the flowers and just get rid of all those weeds. Now that I have this, the string mower, maintenance of this is going to be so much easier. And this is so much more, so much cheaper than like a brush hog, which was a couple $1,000s. So yeah, this is definitely well worth it. And again, this is the Earthquake string mower, 160cc engine. I'd totally recommend it, just from the 10 minutes I've been using it. Except for the yellow jacket nest. So yep, I'll keep you up to date. I'll update you on progress. We're probably, I'd like to do some tree clearing tomorrow. We'll see if we get to it, because again, tomorrow is going to be another potential on and off thunderstorm day. So we'll play it by ear. But yeah, Grandpa's Cabin Life, things are moving along. It's got to be like 85 degrees and humid. I am sweating like a pig. Gonna go get something to drink, change the strings. We'll be back. All right, have a great one. So this is 3-4 minutes work. I mean, it just takes it right down to the ground. You can adjust the depth you cut. I think it's 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches. So I have it at the lowest setting, 1.5 inches. Only thing I want to point out is that, so I did this section, then I did that other little section over there up until I hit the yellow jacket nest, and the strings that are on it broke. So that, I mean, this is some really thick stuff. Some of this grass is really, really rough to cut, and I have a hard time even with the weed whacker. So I have a bunch of replacement strings. Kind of cool thing with the replacement strings that come with these, and I had no idea. I opened up the replacement string package and it had a, hold on, let me turn the camera around. Okay. Hey guys, Grandpa's Cabin Life. So we're using the string cutter. Oh, let's get some better light. So we're using the string cutter, and we're using these, they're 155.155 inch or 0.39 centimeter replacement strings. And the unit itself comes with 4 replacement strings that are 0.144. First string that was on the machine I cut for quite a bit, and then it broke. I have literally in the last 20 minutes spent, well, let's call it last 25 minutes. I spent probably 10 minutes changing out strings. This is the 4th time I am replacing the cutting line. I don't know quite what the issue is, why they're breaking. I mean, we're doing weeds, certainly that were problematic for the weed whacker, but it just seems odd that these things are breaking so fast. So, I mean, we'll see. I might have have to take a run to Tractor Supply tomorrow and see what they have, because I don't know if this is just an issue with this product. And these are, say, Troy built, Remington Troy built. But they are breaking almost as fast as I can put them back on. So the machine itself is amazing. The amount of work that it is saving me is huge, but I'm spending a hell of a lot of time changing these strings that are breaking. So if I find another brand of string, cutting string that works better, I will be sure to let you know. All right, Grandpa's Cabin Life. Hey everybody, Grandpa's Cabin Life. How are you? It is Saturday, just about lunchtime. So we have been working our earthquake string cutter. And I mean, you can see what a fantastic job this thing's doing. I mean, that was all those thick weeds. Those are now all gone. The plan is I'm going to work my way around and through where the frame for the outfitter tent is. And you can see all the weeds that have popped up behind the apple trees and the wildflowers. That's all going today. So again, I had said yesterday on the video that I was going to Tractor Supply, and that is what I did. Hope you could see that. So I picked these up. Oh, it's a little blurry on the video, but these are Shakespeare heavy duty trim edge trimmer line. There's 36 in a pack. I think it was $18. These are the 0.155s, which is what I was using yesterday. However, these are lasting probably 10 times longer than the Troy built Remington ones I was using yesterday. So it's not really focusing well, my apologies. But yeah, so it was definitely an issue with the line, not what I was cutting. The only issue I did have the first time around, the line broke after about 4 or 5 minutes, but that was my fault. I did not realize there was a briar with about an inch thick or more stem, so that damaged it. So I just got a pair of cutters and got rid of those. But yeah, so we're going to get rid of all the weeds behind the flowers, all the weeds around the apple trees. What I noticed, I have no apples this year. I only had 2 last year. That the fencing that I put on to keep the deer away apparently are inhibiting the trees' side growth. So they're just growing up. So I'm going to take the fences down. We'll let the trees grow. I don't really have to worry about anything until the spring when they start to bud. And then the deer become an issue. And maybe I'll just spray the trees with a deer repellent. But yeah, we are definitely making progress. Still have to add the bleach to the well. I do want to get out and check some of the cameras and add another camera down by the beaver pond. But yeah, Grandpa's Cabin Life, I'll keep you guys updated. Probably do another video when I'm all done with this so you can see the end product. But yeah, it was definitely an issue with the strings that I was using. So Troy built, not that great. All right, Grandpa's Cabin Life. Have a great one. Grandpa's Cabin Life, how are you? We are done using the push weed cutter. Man, that thing is a beast. Definitely it was the strings. So I would definitely recommend the 0.155 strings that Tractor Supply carries over the other ones that had come with the product, or the other ones that I had actually gotten from Amazon. Sorry, I got biting flies flying on me. So anyway, let me kind of walk you through. So everything was heavily covered with weeds. It is now no longer, and I'll give you a quick visit or a quick video of it. Also, all the apple trees, I took the fencing away from them. I've got no apples this year. Only had 2 last year. I think part of the problem was that the fencing I had really inhibited the trees from growing well. They were tending to grow up, but not out. So I removed the fencing. There's no buds to worry about, so the deer aren't going to bother them. So I'm also going to do some pruning once it gets colder, and hopefully help the trees a little bit with that. So yeah, let me turn the camera around and I can show you what we got done. All right, but again, it's the earthquake push weed whacker. I forget what the exact name of it is, but you can look at one of the other videos. Man, that thing is worth its weight in gold if you have weeds you need to clear, because you are going to kill yourself trying to use even a gas-powered weed whacker. So, all right, let me turn the camera around and show you what we got done. So we are going to start over here. This was all weeds. You can see the stone path. I got to get the leaf blower and clear all this out. But everything you see here was those weeds. So we got in here, we cleared this all out, and really I'm realizing, I don't know if it was the weeds that choked out some of the wildflowers, but a lot of this section and over here this was all wildflowers last year, but they only came back over here and over here. So I'll have to figure something out for next year, maybe research a little better. But so took all the fencing off the apple trees. You can see we cleared all of this out. What I'm going to do is keep this clear and open. Next spring we are going to get, and this is one of the newer apple trees, a little baby one that is coming along, in probably 5 years, maybe I'll get an apple from it. Very excited. All right, so what we're going to do is, right, and all of this was these weeds. So I'm a hot, sweaty mess, but it is done. No more wasp's nests, just the one from yesterday. A couple of snakes, nothing venomous, so all good. But if you remember the last video, this is the frame from the outfitter's tent, was covered with weeds or surrounded by weeds. This is all now wide open, and I am going to be able to keep it that way. Oh, also, point of note, I got a bunch. Blackberries are getting ripe, so before I head home, I have blackberries all growing over there and on the other side by the shed. So I'm going to pick a bunch of blackberries because they are getting ripe. So yeah, all this is cleared out. All this was pretty much a day's work. I started at about, I guess noon, so maybe not a day's work. I had to run down to Tractor Supply, and it's now a little after 4. But yeah, Grandpa's cabin life. Take a look at that earthquake trimmer, because man, it will save you a heck of a lot of time. All right, Grandpa's cabin life. Still a little bit of work to do, but wow, we got a lot done. All right.